Imagine this, you're an American hanging out in northern Japan, Saturday afternoon, just bought some groceries, some Hello Kitty, some cutesy little things, and then you step out and you see, oh my God, it's Godzilla, it's coming to kill me. This is the Sendai Daikannon, the 9th tallest statue in the world, and it's a statue of a goddess, and we're gonna go check it out and see what this actually is. When we start getting closer to it, like even in person, it almost looks like it's photoshopped. And I looked on my phone, just kind of Googling Sendai Daikannon, and the first thing that comes up is the Sendai Daikannon real. So I can kind of see why people said that. I called my friend Matt. He also said it looked like it's photoshopped when he looked it up. And I just called my dad, and he said it looked like a giant middle finger if you can't see the face. So I don't know, apparently when you look this up in Japanese, people talk about how terrifying it is. And I can imagine, imagine you just like live in this neighborhood around here. Every morning you come up, you see the Sendai Daikannon looking at you with that face up there. And I'm starting to like the Sendai Daikannon. I think she's a bit more like me, because look at her. What do you think? What do you guys think she's looking down on? Something beautiful, some majestic temple? Not at all. You got ruins and rubble and I don't know, some sort of sketchy ass pool over there with who knows what. You got torn up wasted wood and like metal, and it's kind of like a Bill's Aftermath video. That's the sort of place I would go half the time. Right next to it's a hotel, and there's like a golf course nearby. Talked to locals and people, they either think it's terrifying or they think it's just kind of like ridiculous and out of place. All of my contacts at the math department, so we're just kind of like, yeah, I'm not going there, that's stupid. And I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. Also, I want to say, like, this was made in 1991. At the time it was made, it was the tallest tallest statue in the world. It was surpassed by this one near Tsukuba, which is now the 5th tallest, which is a Buddha statue. So the current Wikipedia ranking is 9th tallest in the world. And you might think, okay, well, 9th tallest, no big deal. It should be the tallest to be something cool. And let me just point out, like the Statue of Liberty, it's like half the height of this. I think the tallest in North America is something like number 40 in Mexico. I'll put it in the subtitles exactly what it is. So you really got to go to Asia for something of this scale. Like there is a number 11 in Russia. And then I think number 2 in Europe is this Motherland statue in Kyiv, but they're still much, much, much shorter than this. I think I'm going to explore the illustrious grounds before we actually go inside. And of course we have a vending machine. I don't know, is this enough Pocari Sweat for the Sendai Daikannon to drink? I'm not really sure. I don't like the idea of drinking sweat. Is this for the Sendai Daikannon to go to the bathroom? I mean, I'm kind of curious. Yeah, so we've done this before in other places. Let's go and see what sort of bathrooms are in here. I already have kind of some worries about how this might be taken care of. And, yep, there's no soap. This kind of reminds me of the Kyiv Zoo. I wonder what we're going to find when we go in the toilet. Well, these are a little better, at least, than they were in the Kyiv Zoo. And, yep, similar to the Kyiv Zoo, not quite as dirty. But, yeah, instructions on how to squat. They do at least have some toilet paper. So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like such a grand place should have, the warming and singing Japanese toilets and all that, but they just have what are basically, these squatty potties. This is really rough. I mean, look how torn up this is. Like, it really gives me the feeling that no one's really taking good care of this place. The cost of entry is 500 yen, and maybe they should up it a little bit more and actually fix the stuff around the grounds. I wish I could explain all the Buddhist stuff here, but I don't really understand it all that well. I mean, this is a temple here. I think, I don't know if you're supposed to donate 300 yen and do something. I'm not sure how it works exactly. It does actually smell really nice. That incense is great. Big cat. Big. Name?
Name, no.
No name.
No name.
Oh. I think that's the golf course over there. And right over here is the cemetery. And I was reading on the website of the Sendai Daikannon, who is not looking at the graves, that you can be buried here regardless of whatever faith or denomination or anything like that. And the reason that's actually kind of interesting to me is that they actually allow you to be buried with your pets. So, you know, I have my 2 cats that I love very much, and I actually really would like to be buried with them. So I kind of actually wouldn't mind to be buried here. I mean, I'll probably find somewhere else, and that's hopefully yours in the future to think about that. But yeah, these are different. You know, everybody who knows my channel knows that I like going to cemeteries in different countries. I don't know what these things are here for, if anyone can explain that. Yeah, the style here is very different than the style in Poland. Like, there's some actual water in here. I don't know if that's from the rain or that's intentional. Or oh, I guess, yeah, there's none there. I don't know what the purpose of that is. So, yeah, and just right over there you have some sort of store again. So I think it's time to actually go inside this. You know, we only have so much before it closes. Time to go in. I got my 500 yen, which I guess now is a little bit more than $3. Okay, we got to do it like that. And this entrance is really cool. This is like the mouth of a dragon. Yeah, look at that. So the plan is, I guess we can take this elevator to the 12th floor. It's 68 meters above, so like, I don't know, 2/3 of the way up roughly, 3/4. And then I think we're gonna walk down. There's no toilet in the statue. Well, that's okay, we have one outside. And yes, this is good. So this is vlogging friendly, so I recommend everyone come here. Hello.
One ticket?
One ticket, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. This is my ticket. And near the elevator, this is, I guess, a time capsule from 1992. I forget how many years, maybe it was 20 years later they opened it. And I guess a lot of magazines and things. So like this looks pretty interesting right here, dime. What the hell is this person dressed as? I don't know, this is confusing. This thing looks pretty cool. Like, I just don't know, like, I see these sorts of things, it's a little different than, it just looks like it's full of, like, advertisements and, like, comics and things like that. Some guy doing something, I don't know, like, something about the Olympics. Was that in Barcelona in 92? I'm not sure. I think I saw, oh yeah, there's some VHS here, too. I wonder what this is. It's like Dragon Ball GT, maybe? I can't read it. Old calculator. All being guarded by this scary guy right here. I think I have a Goku hair after all the being outside with the wet hair and all the wind and being cold and everything. I found something kind of cool here. This is Write Your Wishes, a name on the wooden sticks. So I'm not sure exactly how this fits with the Buddhist religion. I heard of this before. So in addition to the 500 entry, we're going to pay 200 and we're going to go here. And honestly, the best thing that could happen to me now is just to make this trip go well. I'm going to Kyoto next. It's going to be really, really complicated. So oh God, I got to write vertically. And I really hope the Sendai Daikannon understands English. So how is this? I want the rest of my trip in Japan to go well. It's a vertical and horizontal. So I don't know where to put the stick. Maybe there's the rest of them down here, I guess. We're 68 meters up the statue, and like the reason I'm not sure exactly how far that is because there's, I think, like an 8-meter base or something like that. So there's 108 Buddhas. I don't know why exactly 108. maybe someone who knows more about Buddhism could tell me. And I think this is like in the chest of the Sendai Daikannon. I'm not really sure. And this is really, really bright. You can probably tell that, like how white the statue is. And it looks like there's a CD-ROM out here. I don't know what that's doing. But yeah, you can watch the baseball game from up here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, look out this one. We got a pinwheel blowing, showing the wind right now. And that's the golf course. And we have a very badly taken care of parking lot down there as well. Okay, yeah, this shows where we are. It's right in the middle of the chest. The dragon on the bottom. I do wonder if there's any way to go to the actual top of it. So you're supposed to rub his belly, or how does this work? Like what they were doing, like they're rubbing his cheeks? Maybe someone can explain it to me. Going down the stairs to see the 108 Buddhas, and this is just like some Death Star thing from the original Star Wars series where Vader sent Emperor Palpatine to his death. And I don't really take this episode 9 sort of nonsense about Palpatine still being alive. That's a whole bunch of shit, to be honest, but this is where the 108 Buddhas are, I guess. I don't know what all the different ones are. I wish I could give some more background on that. But we got to go all the way down. I guess that's 68 meters. Seems like you can donate and pray to each one. So there's some Japanese yen, the coins here. And every single one of them, maybe do these have like a different meaning, like the saints in the Catholic religion? I'm not really sure. They all look, I mean, mostly look pretty similar. There's some little differences. People are definitely donating to the ones on top first and then just kind of getting tired of it. We're only one floor down. That one has no donations. Yeah, this one's a little scary with a whole bunch of heads on the top and only 2 yen donated right there. Kind of feel a little sorry for this one. It doesn't have any donations, so I guess we'll put it right over here. Right, there you go. There does seem to be some information if you go on Google Translate, like the Kinzo Bodhisattvas for good luck, success in life, financial luck. So I guess there is an explanation. I don't think I know which is which. Maybe there's a label on each of these. Like, does this translate? So yeah, so there is, that's a key bodhisattva. I don't know. This is all overwhelming to me. There's just so many of these. Got down all the stairs of this Death Star type shaft, and I think that this guy up here was the guy that was in charge of building this, or maybe put up the, I think it was 4 billion yen or something. I'm not sure what the cost was. And so these are these 12 warriors that are set off for like protecting the teachings of Buddha, and they're each based on the Japanese zodiac. I think I read a side saying like this one is dragon. I don't know how the Japanese zodiac differs. I guess it's, yeah, rabbit, hare, so that's different than the standard, you know, what's your sign sort of thing. These look a bit scarier than saying like, oh, I'm a Scorpio, I like whatever or something. Yeah, there's a tiger. And I have absolutely no idea what this is here, and there's no explanation. So if anyone can give me some hint as to what the deal with that is. And so my understanding as well is that this is a temple. People are actually coming here, you know, to pray, and that's, you know, getting ready to head out and buy some souvenirs. But I noticed something back here. It looks like there's a whole bunch of statues or whatever, and it's some pinwheels, and it is roped off. So I guess I can't figure out what that is exactly. So let's go and get some souvenirs. We're gonna need to get a postcard to mail to the Hatchet Man because he needs more threatening postcards. So this looks like this is, I think, 100 yen. Maybe I'll get 2. Why not? 2 is better than 1. And a little Sendai Daikannon clip. I think these are 500 yen. So I guess it's like this right here. Hello. Over here. Okay. Over here. Okay. Well, that's the Sendai Daikannon, and so apparently it's actually real. So I answered that question from Google. And unless you think it's part of a conspiracy theory that I made the video, then, you know, here it is, right over here in all of its glory. So there's nothing kawaii about this. You know, they're just some warriors and some huge scale things. And so I think it's time for cute kawaii Bill to come back and explore in the rubble. So it wouldn't be a Bill's Aftermath video if we didn't have rubble and abandoned weird, sketchy areas. So I think that's it for now. So, you know, the usual like, comment, subscribe, all this sort of stuff. I'm going to go to Kyoto next, share the video, all this helps the channel. And we'll see, maybe there'll be something crazy like this in Kyoto. But this was really cool, though. Like, I actually really like this, even if the locals may make fun of it. I think it's really nice to have something like this. So I'm out.